fuck, bro? I can't figure this shit out. My computer is too dookie, bro. I can only either stream or record. I can't simultaneously do both, which is mildly annoying. I mean, what can you do when you don't have a gaming PC with a proper graphics card? It is what it is, though. I was planning on this stream mostly being practice anyways, so it should be fine. Like, for the completion, I want to record, like, in good quality, and I can't do that if I'm also simultaneously streaming a version of it, so... I think stream quality should be slightly better though today. Okay, what did I do? The goal for this stream is hopefully to practice floor 9 and floor 10, maybe, and maybe get some good runs. Okay.
Get ready.
Alright, see ya. Thanks for stopping by. good by playing the game. There we go. That should probably be better. Okay, I'm stupid. Like, how did I fluke this yesterday? This is insane work. You can probably do one. Like, there are some jumps that are kind of just free. I also gotta practice 5 outside. Here. Okay, that should be consistent. Okay, cool. Are we serious? There's no way you were subscribed before I hit 15 subscribers, bro. Actually, honestly, I don't even remember what subscriber count I was at before I joined BD. So maybe you are right. I honestly have no clue. I honestly don't even remember when I was still at 15 subscribers. I feel like I've been floating around like 50 subscribers for so long. Okay, what? January of 2025, I think it was. Okay, like, bruh. No, it was around January of 2025, and I joined the competitive community. I think it was. I joined RBS, I think, around February or something. And then like a week later, I got like tier tested. I'm placed in low tier 4. Okay, so then you're pretty OG then. At least you're more OG than I am. Nah, you're improving. Hi, Anthony. Yeah, by the way, Interplay, you should check if you're playing on 60 FPS still. Like, I don't know if you play on 60 FPS frame rate. But if you are, like, you should definitely switch up. How am I just inconsistent now? You're on PC, right? You can change your frame rate on PC in the settings. Maximum frame rate. Like, I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter if your monitor is like 60 hertz. Even if your monitor is 60 hertz, you should be upping your frame rate. Because Roblox's physics and its like calculations depend on like your in-game frame rate. Your displayed frame rate on your monitor doesn't do anything. You should do 240. I'm using 144 because I'm playing obbies, but you should at least have it not on 60. Like even 120 is good. You'll find that your mechanics will be a lot cleaner. Because you can just place blocks. Just place blocks and they feel like they register better. Your hits will also feel like they register better as well. Like overall, you'll feel the game be more responsive. I wouldn't be surprised if you hit tier 3 just off changing your FPS, because it makes a pretty big, it can make a pretty big difference. As long as you have good game sense already, and you aren't just wildly swinging your sword in hopes of winning fights and whatnot. You should be fine. Then you kind of just have to adapt my playstyle, which is just learn how to utilize low ground and back wall and dig like little trenches basically that you can strafe in while having low ground, and that's how you win fights more against PvP mains, or just like people in general. Like if your PvP is bad, you just have to find like strategies to adapt. And if you find something that works, then you'll see a pretty big improvement. No, it's not just throning. Like, if you just throne, you're just super predictable. Like you wanna set it up so like you're throning, but you're also like mixing in strafing while you're throning. Because then it's just harder for them to track you. Like if you can strafe while holding low ground and having back wall, then that's just like you win. Okay, like how am I throwing? Jump from lower is way better. Serious, bro. Also, by the way, is the stream quality okay? I upped it from last stream, and I just want to know if like it feels smooth and not like choppy 30 FPS. As long as it's like not frame dropping, it should be fine. Okay, cool. It's probably not 60 FPS because my computer's dookie, but like, alright, if it's gonna, as long as it's good enough and it's watchable, then that's fine. How should I do this? I guess that's good. Wait. Oh, it is 60? Okay, nice. I upped the bit rate pretty significantly, so I guess that should help. If only I had a GPU. Hi, zombie. And this time I'm not live in the middle of the night, bro. Yeah, zombie, you said you're gonna do three streams a week, and it's been like 3 weeks, bro. When are you getting back on the streams? We're getting scammed. Getting scammed by zombie. How did I do this? I had a feeling someone's gonna make that joke, and I didn't want to be the person to make the grow garden joke. You want to be the one to make the joke? GG, bro. Okay, what the fuck is that? Zombie gave MVP. That's banger. I need to practice like this section a lot. GG, what are we saying? Is this insta-kill? Okay, this is an insta-kill. That's an insta-kill. I think this is clippable, right? Yeah, okay. So that's savable. That's not savable. And the rest of this is all savable. Okay. I'm gonna start with floor 6 and floor 7. That's probably a good spot to start. Oh, actually, I should be going from here. Because this is where the real run starts. He was a shorts YouTuber, no? At least that's what he said. He's a shorts YouTuber with like 1 million views on like Steal a Brain Rot. And then he like privated all his videos, apparently. I guess he just wants like a fresh start. But then it's also kind of weird to keep the subscribers, because it's like you switch content and like most of them are just gonna be dead subscribers. Wait. $30 views isn't bad if you're a small channel. Like most of my old tiered obby completion videos only got like 30 views. He's okay. Project Wire is an interesting case. He's tier 3, but I think last time I played him, I 5-0'd him in like 5 minutes. Like if Project Wire is more consistently like playing well, then him being low tier 3 makes sense. Like if you're going ban for ban, but like he's just more consistently like playing at that level, then like yeah. Display, I'm pretty sure, is what, high, low tier 3? Display is definitely low tier 3, I can say that much. He managed to actually score. And I wasn't really throwing either. I mean, I don't really like the tier list system, bro, because it's just really subjective. Like the better system would literally just be any kind of ranked system. A ranked system with elo and like proper skill distribution. One that's been planned out well would be better than a tier list. To be fair, Interply, don't take the tier list seriously, like, or like the placement within the tier itself, because like that's just all super subjective, and some people just place you in the tier list just to like put you in that category. Like they don't actually consider where you would go. Like I wouldn't really look at the sub tier. Like if I'm placed higher in high tier 4 than you are, like I wouldn't consider that as they consider me better than you as a high tier 4. I don't think I explained that very well, but just don't care much about the sub tiers. Like your placement in the sub tier is not a good reflection of your skill, because it's just super subjective, and it's like some people don't even place you into into the tier list following that format, I'm pretty sure. Some people just place you at the bottom of whatever tier you just tested in. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember what it feels like to be a tier 4. Like, I've been tier 3 for how long now? I was low tier 3 before... Oh, okay, I'm stupid. I was low tier 3 before the first, before the RBS tourney, and then... It's been like a solid, what, 7 months or something now? I don't know, it's kind of weird, because like once you get better game sense, and then you look back at like tier 4s playing, you're like, oh my goodness. Like, the game sense is... what is happening? Which is kind of mean, but like... I don't know. It hurts to watch sometimes. That's probably not a very good way to like put it. Like, tier 4s do their best. They do what they know. So I shouldn't be shitting on them, but like... Yeah, fair enough. That probably is probably the same feeling. Like... It's weird. It's a weird feeling. Like, you just see them do so many random things without like much thought. That should be enough practice of floor 6 and 7, and then I should just practice this part a couple more times. And then we move on. Like, bro. This jump's actually so AIDS. You could get low tier 3 if you worked on player awareness. That's probably true. Like, I feel like I never struggled with player awareness, mainly because I just I was a defense main, right? And as a defense player, you always need to just be aware of where your opponent is. Like, it's just learning how to utilize F5 well. Like, if you know how to use F5 in this third-person perspective to like scan for players, that's good. That's also why I use 120 not FPS, FOV. Like, I think most people probably would use around what? Most people probably use around like 105 or something. Oh, you never use F5? Yeah, that's probably why. You definitely want to learn to use F5 more. Especially on defense. Because you can use F5 to like look left and right, and you can like see the opponent inside the bypass. And you just have a better idea of where your opponent will be. For racing too, you should be checking F5 to see like if your opponent is like, if they have a fast exit or something. Okay, wait, dude, there's gotta be something better. You coke with aim? Is that a... That's a typo if I've ever seen one. I don't even know what that's supposed to say. Cook with aim? Is my guess? I don't know. ASMR. GG, cocaine is good at aim. That's gonna... That's definitely... That's definitely something. Bro, I can just imagine this outside section being such a roadblock for me. I feel like this section is the difference between getting a winning run and an insane loop fail. No. Because I moved out for uni. Like, I'm far away from home, so I kind of can't. If I was still in my hometown, then the answer is maybe, because it's cheaper. But right now, no. I live with roommates. Let's practice this underside again. I'm lucky enough to be, or like I'm fortunate enough to be in a situation where my family is these. No, I did not come. I'm born in Canada. I'm born in Canada. My parents immigrated to Canada. That's all good. Is the X on? If you have to go, take your leave. I don't want to be keeping you up. It's 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. for you, Interply? Are you on vacation or like what? Or are you responding to what I was saying about being a second generation immigrant? But yeah, no, I'm fortunate enough where my parents are like fairly well off compared to like most other families. So, I afford stuff by my parents basically sending me money, and then I kind of spend that. But I try to be like conscious about my spending. Like I don't try to like just go crazy with spending money. I try to just be conservative with my money. Okay, I think we're finally far enough to start practicing floor 10 now. If I'm not mistaken, aren't you like high school or like just started high school age, right? Or am I just stupid? Or are you still middle school? That's also possible. Like late middle school. If you're like, there's no way you're still like, it must be like early mid-teens, right? Oh goodness. DM me. GG. Wait, what was the strat for this? Your turn? Okay. You have a couple years. I will say, if you want to like do well in high school, you kind of have to like plan out your high school like journey earlier on. I mean, depends especially on like what you plan to do. like where you want to go in the future. Like joining clubs and stuff are all just super important. Okay, now I need a better strat for this. I mean, definitely good. I do think like you should save up that money and then spend it like as in like invest it on yourself for like university. Like depending on what you plan to do, right? Like you can invest in like a new laptop or like an iPad for note taking, or like certain like subscription services that you know will help you with productivity and stuff. Like spending money on those things is like even like choosing to do that in high school is good. Like you could totally try like utilizing like a paid version of like ChatGPT or like Claude AI or like Google Gemini or something, and use that to help boost productivity. Like it can help with brainstorming ideas for work, as well as just like helping you like keep track of things. And the subscription service is like honestly not that expensive. Like they're usually around what, $20 a month, which actually I don't know if that's in CAD though. That might not be in Canadian. That might be USD. But even then, that's like converted to Canadian. That's what you're expecting, about 1 to 2 hours of work at minimum wage, and that pays for the subscription. Like that's not too bad if you're considering like most of your other costs will probably be covered by your parents. GG. You are underage. You should not be on either of those sites. Oh my god. GG. Isn't she like retired or something? Because I feel like I saw like an interview and she was like, "Oh, I'm a jewelry designer now," or am I thinking of like a different person? 9 is crazy. I didn't, like, low-key, I didn't even know what adult websites were until I was, like, 13, bro. Like, 12 or 13. And the only reason I knew what they were was because my friends kept making jokes about it. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, okay, I might as well finally figure out what they're joking about. This jump. I'm gonna spend a lot of time practicing these floors, bro. Okay, if you're 18 and you haven't, that's kind of like, that's pretty insane. Most people probably have by like the time they're in by the time they're late high school, most people probably have. Hell, people even like have sex by the time they're in high school, bro. So like, I wouldn't be surprised. Also, like, the legal age for consent in Canada is like 16. So like, a lot of people probably have by the time they're in high school. Or at least by end of high school, most people have. Like, what was it? I'm pretty sure there's a story. I answered it. The answer is yes, bro. I'm saying it's weird if most people haven't by the time that they're my age. So like, the answer is obviously yes. Like, I'm pretty, there's this one girl who told me like some tea about another girl at our school who had apparently in her 4 years of high school slept with 9 different people, which is kind of insane. That I have no idea. But probably, I think it was 7th grade or 8th grade, something like that. I have no idea. Bro, this is actually so annoying. Yeah, 9 people, bro. 9 people in 4 years, so she was apparently, like, getting with a new guy every, like, what? Every 6 months, essentially. I mean, with how sexualized like YouTube ads and like just content in general is, like I'm not surprised that the age has gotten younger and younger. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if like 8-year-olds nowadays are doing it, bro. But like, what can you do, bro? Like, are we serious, dude? This floor is brutal, bro. I have to like land 45 degrees here. And that one I go from the top, jump out, walk off. Dude, like holy shit. Not enough momentum, bro. And how do I hit my head? This floor is so brutal, dude. Okay, what? Is that consistent? I mean, that's fine. I wasn't expecting many people to watch anyways. I mean, it's an obby stream, bro. Nobody cares about obbies. Very few people actually care about obbies. Dude, this floor is actually so hard. Like, I'm probably gonna like loop. Fuck me, dude. Like deadass, I thought I could get floor 10 in like one run. And then also, not just like one run, but I was also thinking, oh, I'm gonna get like a floor 9 plus 10 run today. Like, but no, floor 10 is actually kicking my ass. Like, are we serious? Hi, Victor. And yeah, I am an actual obvious, I guess. I'm not one of those slop YouTuber hobbyists. Slap tower players, bro. Oh my goodness, this is brutal. Like, how do I just slip off? Let's see if I can just do floor 10 in smaller runs first. My current hardest is Tower of Torturous Oblivion. Which is a low mid kata. Okay, bro. What do I do here? Do I line here and just... TOGF and you're also grinding Finmans? Nice, bro. Best of luck to you too. Like what? Like how do I just slip off sometimes? Like, bro, wedges are so stupid. what's your PB so far for Fin Mints? Oh, so like 9 end. Wait, does this work? That's so stupid that this just works. As long as I don't fuck up the turn. That's like super consistent, bro. I kind of have a tendency to like try to like just strat find absolutely everything I can. Like I play for like to be super consistent at like everything if I can. Okay, bro. You just eyeball stuff. I feel like that's what most people do. Most people, I think, just kind of eyeball it and send it. Like, how do I... Bro. This wedge is actually so annoying. Like, what? Is it really easier to just... Maybe. It's like you can't see. Okay. I'll change that strat if I need to. I don't know, I kind of just like strat finding stuff, personally. I feel like it's just like there's like a certain amount of fun to it. Plus it lets me beat towers at like a really fast rate, which is definitely nice. Okay, that's just stupid. I mean, it kind of just has to do with you, like, just ingraining it into your head. I don't know how many hours you have on Fin Mints so far, but I'm currently sitting at around, what, 6 hours? Or no, 7 hours now total playtime. And if I strat find 10 and stuff, I might be able to beat this in just over 10 hours playtime. 37, you go AFK a lot. I mean, for this tower, it makes sense. Like, there's so much button progress, it's like, you just don't want to lose it. And then just take a break in the meantime. Bathroom break, water break, whatever. Let's go from the start of the floor. Why are you AFK for 300 hours in bridge duels, bro? Yeah. Like, I don't know. It kind of just fit my skill set, which I guess is just very strat fighting, like technical towers. And then Thin Mints is kind of similar. Like it's a bit janky. Okay, bro. It's got some janky parts to it, and it's got a lot of button progress. Interply, you just gotta hop on Ito, bro. Hop on the tower obby grind. Like, I probably, if I had to guess, I'd probably have like 2K active hours playing obbies. Oh yeah, I've been inconsistently playing since like 2020. Okay, nice. Converted Ito player, bro. Dude, I need to find a strat for this. This is actually just... something about eyeballing this just isn't working. Or I'm just genuinely being stupid. Okay, I might genuinely just be stupid. No? What? I think there's just a delay. Like sometimes it's slow. I'm not really sure why. But I've been having like slow join speeds. But that's just Roblox, dude. Any game you auto disconnect after like 15 minutes of being idle. 15 or 20, I don't remember. That's just any Roblox game. just not working now, bro. Honestly, same. Like, Zone 8, I think I can run a little bit, but Zone 9, like, Zone 9's kind of cooked. Like, I keep getting frame drops in Zone 9. And Zone 10, I just really haven't ever joined. Like, I really haven't touched anything after Zone 6 for the most part. Besides, like, beating some of the easier towers in Zone 7 and Zone 8. 9 FPS is brutal, dude. Yeah, that's rough, bro. Have you done the Easter event? Because if you did it when it like first came out, bro, like SOE was so bad. It was so laggy, and there was like 30 something soft locks in the tower. The lobby is surprisingly not that bad. But luckily they did some optimizing, so it's still laggy. The towers are still kind of laggy, but it's like it's not bad anymore. It's not that bad anymore. But then again, I can't speak for your device, so. What do you mean interpolate? Yeah, just go into Tower of Genesis. Or choose any of the other towers. Of the 3 introductory ones. They're all pretty whatever. Do you think it's better, or do you think it's worse? Because for me, I think some things are definitely better and some things are kind of slightly worse. I will say I'm a fan of their custom lobby soundtracks. Like, oh my god, bro, seriously? I feel this? Like, there's one day I was like studying and like my YouTube loaded up Kingdom of Tephra, like the Ring 7 soundtrack, and I was just vibing to it for like an entire hour. The copyright update is unfortunate. Though to be fair, I don't really know if that update's gonna affect me that much, because I feel like I'm at a point where like I'm just trying to pursue harder and harder towers, and like Ito doesn't really have that anymore. Like the only thing I can see myself going back and beating in Ito right now is finish off Wild Wacky Wonders, and then maybe Todai. Maybe finish off Todai, and then that's about it. Like Generation Failure, I would rather be in TA because it's less laggy. Same with like all the other, like Cruel Punishment, Champions Road, all of those towers. I'd rather just beat on Eternal Abyss. I also kind of want to do TOCP. Like it kind of just, I don't know, it kind of feels like a final, like, I've actually like finished the game kind of feeling. Really? I hear that TOCP is like not bad. I think it's mostly like, it's probably more just experience based. Because from what I've heard is like, okay bro, like we're serious. But from what I've heard is like, it's, if you like the kind of gameplay in TOCP, and you like go into the tower with like the mindset that this is gonna be like loop faily whatever, like if you go into it with the right mindset, you're kind of like, okay, yeah, this is enjoyable. But then if you're going into it as like, oh, I want to beat this as fast as possible, like this is gonna be my skill booster, whatever, then it's gonna kind of just suck, because you're just gonna keep loop failing. Or you're just gonna like lose focus at times and fail. Like TOCP is probably like the best endurance tower for Ito. Like it feels very final boss too. I wish more towers were kind of like TOC, not like TOCP, but like their gameplay style was more classic, I guess. Because all the new just super CO chain like towers are kind of just, I don't know. To me, they're kind of just like, eh. whatever. Like teal EMP, I'm kind of look at it and I'm like, yeah, I kind of don't want to beat that. Because at the same time, it doesn't really feel like a skill boost tower. It just feels like a challenge. Yeah, I can agree. I feel like Zone 8 is kind of, you're probably right, like Zone 8 is kind of where it feels like the game has really gotten modern. Alright, well thanks for hopping into the stream. Nice meeting you. And good luck on Finments as well. Okay, come on. Can I finally get floor 10 in one run, please? You're about to finish Tower of Genesis. Nice, dude. Finally, dude, that took genuinely half an hour to get floor 10 in one run. Like, goddamn, dude. And I need to practice it even more still, dude. Like, GG. You fell on the outside? Rip. Watts. Okay, I see. more studs there. Bro, I swear to God, all the difficulty is coming from this last section, bro. All the difficulty is from here. GG. Good work. What? Okay. And then what? Yeah. After you beat one tower, you move on to the next. And after you beat the next tower, you move on to the next. And then you can start also choosing which towers you want to beat once you get to the harder ones. Just enter another tower portal. Boost Mayhem is kind of bad. I would recommend going to the next section and doing tower of no strings attached. Or the other tower next to it. That's like blue in color. I forget which one that is. But that one's also pretty good. Flat side, of course. The string one is good. I recommend the string one. No strings attached is a good tower. I've been streaming for over 100 minutes now. GG. And all I have to show for it is like 5N to 7 and then a floor 10 run, bro. I need to do more practice. I need to do so much more practice. Dang, bro. We're 8 hours in now. Though we had half an hour that was basically just AFK. Oh, bro. Alright, I'm gonna end stream. I've been streaming for like close to 2 hours. Good progress, I guess. Need to do more practice, and then I can finally start grinding the tower. From floor 1 again. Alright, cool. Cool. Bye-bye.